Woke up this morning with money on my mind. Fresh off it, now I'm focused on the grind. I pray to the Lord, everything will work fine. There's nobody here that can stop my shine. Stop my shine, stop my shine. There's nobody here that can stop my shine. Stop my shine, stop my shine. There's nobody here that can stop my shine.
Look at that. These people really spend this much money for stuff like this. How much you think? I just seen this because of this girl right here. I was strolling down and she says, made my dreams come true. I'm so glad I decided to go ahead with my surgery. So I clicked on her thing to see what she looked like before the surgery. So I guess that's what she looked like that or something. I don't know. It looked like right here you can see a little fat or something. But so now she look like this. You don't think she got no surgery?
No, I just don't believe something. That's what it is. I should be tricked shit. I don't believe that shit.
And then, so this is the doctor that she tagged and said he was doing the work. He did the work.
Stop, Jack. Stop, boy.
Oh, look at that girl. What the world is that?
That's how it's done, man.
She got 2 belly buttons in.
No, that's not a belly button. It's just like, it's almost like where you can tell what a line where her pants, all her shit meet right there. It's a line right there. It's like where it's
cut. But it's a cut in her stomach.
It just cut into it. It's just made like that. It's just like that. It's not a video running, man.
Okay.
You ready? What's good, YouTube? What's happening, squad? The real TNK squad back again with a story time.
I really told you to give me a water, but okay.
You want me to get you one real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
it is your girl Kiana, aka Queen Key, off in this thing.
Man, you ain't putting the stank on the thing, man.
And it is your boy Travis checking in. I already said your name for you.
I don't need you to say my name. I said my own name.
I said it for you.
I said my own name. Anyway, man.
I said your name already.
And it's your boy Travis checking in, man. And we back with a little story time for y'all, right? So in this story time, we're gonna talk about how
this is like a story time relationship talk all in one, I guess.
Okay, repeat this, y'all. So Kiana accused me.
What you gonna say, Queen Key? Then you thought about it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So Kiana accused me. She accused me of cheating, and she thought I had cheated on her years ago, right? And it's like, you know how this is why when women are bad for this. You know how a woman will go through your stuff, right? And think it's something that is not, but instead of confronting you about it, they hold that shit like they holding something against you for years. So it's like, yeah, I got something on his ass. So it was like, but what happens if it's not true? This is that story. So this was years ago, y'all. She thought I cheated on her. I never cheated on her. And then so just this year, she comes telling me, yeah, you know, I forgave you about that time you cheated on me. When the fuck was this? When the fuck was this?
No, I just didn't come out and say that. We was having a discussion.
Yeah.
We was out at dinner having a date night, and we was just, you know, we talked to each other about everything. Like good, bad, you know.
Yeah.
Fucked up times we done went through in our relationship. So we was having a serious conversation, and I was like, well, you know, I know you had cheated on me some years ago, and I just forgave you for it, moved on from it. And that's when he was like,
What? When the fuck was this? So she told me about the time, right? And I'm gonna get into the time. But I'm like, I never cheated on you. Now, peep this. So, and like I said, it was some part in there I played that wasn't, all the way right. But I felt that I didn't do anything wrong in that situation. So we're gonna get into it.
Wrong.
Yeah, wrong. So peep this. So this was a time where it was early in our relationship. We were living together, but we were actually getting a new apartment. Mm-hmm. We're moving into a new place, but come to find out, the place wasn't going to be ready for about 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So at that time, we kind of really didn't have no really place to stay for like 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now, I had a studio that I was staying at. That I worked out of. That was my studio. Me and my partners or whatever, that our studio downtown. I had like it was like a bathroom upstairs, had like a little shower and stuff. I had had like different studio rooms, A, B room, conference room, all that stuff in there. A lounge area, stuff like that. So I was like, well, listen, you can stay at your uncle's house, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because at the time we had your brother too. Mm-hmm. And you can stay at your uncle's house with your brother, and then the uncle was like, I could stay there, you know what I'm saying? Because at first you were gonna go stay with your grandma at your grandma's house. Yeah, he really wanted me and your brother over there. But I would have been so out of touch. I didn't have a vehicle at that time because my license had been suspended. I didn't have it, so it's like it was way in Riverdale. I'd have been out of touch with me getting back and forth to the studio and stuff like that, and I really had to be in there working daily. So I was like, listen, no, I'm gonna stay at the studio. I want y'all down the studio because that's kind of out of touch of you getting back and forth to work, you know what I'm saying, and getting the kids to school and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? So how about you stay at your uncle's house with your brother and the kids or whatever. I'm going to stay down at the studio. This is like a little 2-week thing, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We're going to see each other when we see each other, whatever. So in the process of that time, I had ended up getting like sick, you know what I'm saying? Like in the studio, like, just I guess by going out at night to the clubs and whatever, I hadn't got sick, got a bad cold or whatever. So I had a friend, and she was to me, she was just that, a friend, you know what I'm saying? So she asked me, did she need to bring me anything? She need me to bring something. So she ended up bringing me some medicine and some juice to the studio, you know what I'm saying?
And some food.
But now what I can say is I knew she did like me, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So did I use that to my advantage? Yes. It's almost like how somebody do something for you, and so you'll let them do it because they'll do it, you know what I'm saying?
When all this time he had a whole girlfriend.
But you was working and all that stuff.
Still, I could have came to you when I got off of work. That didn't. Anyway, finish the story.
So she ended up bringing me some juice, something to eat, whatever, and some medicine, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But that was all that it was, you know what I'm saying? And now because goddamn Snoopy P.I. was in my phone.
No, you telling it wrong.
How did you see that?
So Travis ended up getting a new phone through T-Mobile, and he hadn't had his phone long, and I had Metro, and he was like, I want you to be on T-Mobile. So he gave me his T-Mobile phone, and the shit still had all the text messages.
Okay, yeah.
That's how I ended up seeing it. I went snooping through your shit.
But back then you snooped a lot. So.
Yeah, but I went snooping through it. That right there is what the reason that made me start snooping through shit.
No, but you snooped way before that. Don't lie.
Man, because we weren't even at the old place that long.
Babe, I don't give a damn.
Because my lease was up.
Babe, I don't give a damn. You was snooping way before that. Do you know how long it took you to stop snooping through shit?
Yes.
So you were snooping way before that. So like I said, that was a problem for me. It was like, because I'm going to tell you one thing I hate about women, right? This one thing I hate about women. If you're going to snoop, right? Mm-hmm. And all women have done this. If you're going to snoop through your man's shit, and when you find shit, you go the fuck off. When you don't find shit, Tell on yourself. Tell me, I'm sorry, I caught through, I was stupid through your shit. I ain't find nothing. You know what I'm saying? Praise that nigga for not finding nothing. I hate when women do that. It's like you a snoop, and then finally you'll find something. Oh, I caught your ass. You ain't kissed the nigga the last 13 times you snooped. So obviously he was doing something right until you found something. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you keep digging, you're gonna eventually find gold. If you keep digging for that motherfucker. So it's like, okay, she saw the text message, but the text message didn't tell that I was fucking nobody. The text message didn't tell that we was dating.
No, but y'all was having an intimate conversation.
Not really, no.
Like she was telling you she loved you and you said it back.
No.
Yes, you did.
As a friend. Because it's a friend.
But you knew this girl liked you. So you telling her that back made her think that it was something else.
No, because she's always known that it was nothing else. She already knew I had a girl. She already knew that. So, like I said, some people don't care about, if you got a girl or not, whatever. They can get in, they're going to get in. But, and like I said.
At the end of the day, the conversation that she was texting was intimate and he was entertaining it.
I might entertain a little bit.
Yes, you was entertaining.
I might entertain a little bit. But like I said, it wasn't nothing past that. And all this time you thought it was something that was more, you thought it was something that was sexual after that, which you had no proof of that. You just took some other shit and ran with it and held it against me mentally for all these years. Which was just, see, the thing is, you should have came to me in the first place. Back then. And I used to wonder why every time we got into the argument, you'd be like, that's why your motherfucking ass was she. And I used to always be like, no, the fuck I wasn't there with you. Yes, you got that one. It's like, what the hell are you talking about?
Well, it was more than just that. It was Travis had a bad thing of talking to females on Facebook. Like he had a bad thing with that. And then it was this time where he caught me, and we was just talking about this. He caught me talking to this dude on Facebook, and I told him the reason why I did it because he was doing it. He was
bullshit.
And he hate to hear that.
Because that's bullshit. Let me tell you, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I hate when people get caught, right? And then say, so why you was doing it? Well, I did it because you was doing it. It's like, that's the bullshit because peep this now. So let's say I cheated, right? And I sleep with somebody, right? So let's say women are good for this. Women that go back in and go sleep with a dude and be like, yeah, I did it because I was getting back at my man. Well, what the fuck if your man never found out? Then you didn't do it to get back at him. You did that for your own pleasures. You see what I'm saying? You did it for your own, because if he never found out, it wasn't to get back at him. So it's like, if I didn't never find out you was flirting with old dude on the internet, now you might have did it so-called because you was mad because I was, entertaining females on the internet.
And I did.
But how does that help if I would have never found out? So you did it for your own pleasure because it wasn't to piss me off, because what if I never found out?
It was.
How if I never found out?
I didn't sign out.
I don't give a damn about that. But let me say, first of all, you know for a fact I've never been the type of person to go roaming through nobody's shit. So you never thought that I would go in your goddamn Facebook.
How did I not think that the message was left up?
Because it wasn't. Your message, it wasn't a message open. It wasn't like that. You never know. It just so happened for some reason, something told me, click the shit. Because you know me, I don't go through no phones. I don't do that shit. First of all, that's lame as hell to me. For a man to go, I be seeing these little court shows and cheating shows, whatever. They be like, dude be like I be watching that couple court or whatever. And dude be like, I went through a phone, and that's some real female stuff to me. Should no man be doing that, ramming through his woman phones and through her business and shit like that. If it's gonna come out, it's gonna come out. If you cheating, I'm gonna find out. Eventually. I'm not going digging through your phones out of extra shit like that. Now, when you start doing secretive shit, like goddamn, not talking around me, and you got them going hiding and talking on phones and hiding your phone, goddamn, whenever you got, you cuffing your phone and you ain't usually doing that, you know what I'm saying? And your phone is everywhere you at, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm be like, okay, you got locks on your phone. Then I'm like, okay, some suspicious shit going on. So that make a person want to check or do stuff. But other than that, I'm not doing that. So I'm not thinking like that, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, you did that for your own pleasure, thinking it was to get back at me. But if I would have never found out, it would have been to get back at me.
So he finds this out. He started acting funny. So then he addresses me with it. We get into a little argument. And I told him at the time I did it because he was doing it. And it was supposed to be dead, done, and whatever. This nigga go out and say, yeah, I'm going with my daddy. And gets the fuck on. And I didn't hear from him all night. He told me he went with his daddy and you wasn't with your daddy.
I'm going to tell you why, though. I'm going to tell you why. Like I said, when we first got into our relationship, I didn't think we was going to make it. Because Kiana was very possessive, so to speak. And not only that, she was very jealous. So it's like, it was hard to even deal with you and even doing what I was doing with the music, like going out to clubs and going to shows and doing that shit, because it was like, if you didn't want to say, can I go? And that's why I never really let you go, because to me, it wasn't to go to, you didn't want to go to enjoy what was going on. You want to go to see what the fuck I was doing. You know what I'm saying?
You never took me, I asked to go with you one time. That was it. One time.
But listen to me though, what I'm saying is, how you was then, people saw how you was. How you were so damn jealous of situations, and it was because of your previous relationships. It took you years to get out of how you were. That's why I said I didn't think we were going to make it at first. So my thing was to be like, I'm going out here such and such. I was like, man, I'm going to do some shit with my dad. And then, once again, you still ain't believe it because you went background checking. That's how you found out I was going with my dad.
I didn't go fucking check. What happened was I was on fucking Facebook and seen your ass was on Facebook. And that shit, Facebook was doing locations or something. I forget what the location said.
My location ain't never been on, so that's not true.
And I hit you and I said, what you doing? Your ass got straight off social media. It went ghost. I said, what you doing? You fucking got off, so I couldn't see you. And he didn't take no phone with him. He left his phone at the house.
See, the thing about it was, it's like...
So...
No,
and I'm going to tell you, he knew that shit was fucked up, because when you came home the next day, the first thing came out your mouth. I wasn't even asking you shit. I let it be whatever the fuck it was. I was like, whatever. The first thing came out his mouth when he came up them stairs and laid beside me, he was like, babe, I didn't cheat on you. Like, and I was like, why the fuck would you have to come home and say that?
Because it's how you fucking think. Like, I'm going to tell you something. And you still do this. You're the type of person that you think the worst first. In every situation.
I don't deny it.
You think, I'm talking about anything. You think the worst first. Like, it could be the worst. It could be like, yeah, shoot. We got down, cousin J got down, called me, he said he wasn't feeling too well, he had to go to the hospital. But I hope nigga ain't get no AIDS. You be like, where the fuck that come from?
I ain't never said.
I'm giving an example. Like, you think the worst first. You be like, shit, my mama just called me, said, having a little car trouble or whatever. Boy, I hope nigga ain't got no car wreck. Like, you think the worst for anything. So it's like, if you ain't heard from me in 6 hours, I'm fucking another female. You know what I'm saying? If I wasn't where I was supposed to be at, I'm with another woman. You know what I'm saying? You think like that. It was always like that. So at that time, it was just like, man, you know what? I'm going to go out with my partner, man, and I'm going to tell her I'm goddamn going to do this so she won't goddamn be trying to. Because I'm going to tell you, women do weird shit. When women are jealous, they do weird shit. Like, a woman will goddamn You can tell a woman you're going to be out with your homeboys, right? A woman will intentionally call you just to hear what's in your background. For you to pick up the phone, and then if you don't pick the phone up, why you ain't answer the phone? Then if you do pick the phone up, they want to know what's that in your background, where you at? You know what I'm saying? That's all a part of the jealousy thing. That's a part of, you know what I'm saying? You're that jealous about situations. And like I said, for a long time, I dealt with that with you. So for me to be like, I'm going to be here, but this ain't really where I was, it was just so I didn't have to deal with the jealousy shit that came with it.
But the reason why this shit was planted, y'all, because of the simple fact, like I said, when we first got together,
that shit was planted way before me.
When we first got together, yes, I had insecurity problems. I don't deny it. I'm not sitting here lying and saying I didn't, but I told you that up front. Like, I've been through so much shit that I be fucking tripping sometimes.
But you gotta understand something. See, people are saying, I told you that. It's like, yeah, but that don't mean it's easy to deal with because somebody tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Like, most people would have bounced, you know what I'm saying? And it was times I thought to bounce because it was like, sometimes you be like, I got you, okay, she got a little insecurity issues. But when you really start seeing it, like I told you about the time you guys came home thinking people was up under the bed and in the closet and shit. Because I had on my clothes. So the insecurities are there. So when you got that kind of insecurity, it causes the other person to not want to deal with it. So it's like, man, I ain't finna be arguing about this shit, where I'm going and what I'm doing. Especially when you come from being single and you don't have to answer to nobody. So it's like, it's already new when you get into a serious relationship and then you have to answer to somebody. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the thing, though. It was new when you get into a new relationship. I told you my insecurities up front. But Travis made it worse because he was fucking flirting with hoes on Facebook.
I'm not going.
That's the thing. That's what really made it work. I think if he would have came in a relationship and knew my insecurities and there was never none of that, then my insecurities would have slowly disintegrate on the way. But because it was always little shit like that, that shit always made me have issues with it. Like, well, damn, what the heck? Like, that's what put it on me so thick. Like, I went through this already, now I'm going through it again. That's what I'm saying. Now, and really, I really thought he had done cheated on me because what the girl was talking, how she was talking to him, and he was entertaining that shit.
There was nothing there that proved that. Like I said, when women get to goddamn snooping and digging, or when they get to really thinking some shit, playing the spec together, trying to put two and two together, y'all get to put shit in your own mind. If you didn't never get nothing saying that I slept with that girl. You never got nothing saying that. So for you to think I did that was in your mind because you never got that. Nothing read that, nothing said that. So even if you seen something that where a person like was flirting through a text, you never seen that I cheated on you physically. You know what I'm saying? So for you to think I physically cheated on you was in your head because you never seen that.
But the flirting,
okay,
made me think that.
Flirting never told you slept with nobody? No, because you was on the flirt with the nigga on
yeah, but my flirting wasn't talking about fucking nobody.
I never flirted talking about fucking her. And you ain't never read that, so don't flex like that.
No, I'm talking about the Facebook shit.
We talking about this situation. What I'm
all
saying?
Of that.
No, ain't all of that. We talking about that situation.
Yes, it did, but all of it made me feel that way. I told you that.
So all the flirting with other girls made you feel like I fucked that girl?
No, not you necessarily fucked that girl. I just thought you cheated in period. Not just with her. I'm just saying period. I thought you cheated.
No, you told me that instance. You thought
I didn't know when you cheated here because, like I said,
but I'm gonna tell you something. You know I ain't cheat on you. For instance, back then, if I wasn't at the studio, I was with you all the time. So it's like sometimes, like I said, sometimes you let your mind tell you some shit that you know ain't true. And that's when we used to argue about that. I like, okay, yeah, I was, flirt talking with the girl, but goddamn well I wasn't with the girl. I never had time to be with her. So it's like sometimes you gotta put two and two together at your own mind and think logical. It's okay, when does nigga have the time to cheat? When did they have time? You know what I'm saying? So it's like you knew that. You just let your mind tell you that. Like I said, you think the worst out of every situation. You always have. And you still do sometimes. You do.
You can't tell me what I knew. I honestly thought it was that.
You let yourself think that though for no reason. It's like, and that's why I used to be. That's why I was always arguing about, and I used to always tell you then. When did I have time? Because you used to always be there, and you fucking with these. And I'm gonna tell you something. Kelly's trying to set me up to make me tell on myself. And she used to always, yeah, you're fucking with these hoes, and it's like you want to be like, oh, okay, I did. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. So it's like, you wanted me to set me up to tell on myself. I'm not going to tell on myself for something I didn't do. Now it's like, I tell them, you know me. If I did it and I got cut, I'm caught. I'll admit it. It's over now. I did it. So it's like, why not admit it if I did something wrong? But it's like, I'm not going to admit to you something that you're trying to make me say. But you got caught trying to flirt too. And then you're going to try to make it like, I did it because you did it.
I did.
No, hell no.
We just talked about this today. I did. I told you that.
You did it because you wanted to.
No, I did it because you was flirting with these hoes. And I was like, I'm going to do it.
That makes no damn sense, though. How much sense that make?
It don't. When you look back at it, it don't. I mean, but that at that time, that's the reason why I honestly did it. That was the reason.
See, the thing is, I already understood what it was. Like, there'd be motherfuckers who be on your Facebook, whatever. That shit was just our entertainment. It was just some bullshit. It was, I never met these motherfuckers a day in my life. You know what I'm saying? It was just they talking shit, you talking shit to them. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't even like people that I knew personally. Like friends or, exes, or it was like motherfuckers you never met in your life. People that goddamn didn't even live in Atlanta.
No, it was.
Man, see, you overthink. That's what I'm saying. Once again, you're gonna find one motherfucker living in Atlanta. Be like, no, it was people. It was like one motherfucker, two motherfuckers in Atlanta. The rest of it was people that lived in other states. But if you see one, no, it wasn't. There was like one person from Atlanta. Out of the people. But you'll see that shit and be like, it was a bunch of motherfuckers. No, it wasn't.
I wasn't finna say that. I wasn't finna say it was a bunch of motherfuckers. You said it was people that you know. I was gonna say one of those people was a friend.
See what I'm saying though? If I say it was most of the time people that you didn't know, it was one person. You know what I'm saying? You still trying to pick some shit out to make it something that it ain't. Okay, if it's one person out of 10 that I did know, but it's still a person that it's still a person that I didn't see. I'm not going to see. I didn't get a chance to see. When did I get the time to see him? But your insecurities was so high because you had then went through that shit before. And what you tried to make it like, what the last person did to you, they physically cheated on you several times. So you tried to make that the same as that. That's why you forced it in and you was cheating on me.
What?
I'm looking at you. Like I said, I never physically cheated on you. Why? What's the purpose? Why you sitting there looking like that?
Oh. You getting a little mad about it?
No, because it still come back to where you almost have to plead your case still. Because it's like, after all these years, you still trying to plead a case to make it like I was cheating still.
I didn't say you was cheating. I said that's how I felt at the time. And the reason being is because A, B, and C was happening.
Yeah, but you made yourself, at the end of the day, That's why I say at the end of the day, you made yourself feel that way. Like I said, no matter what go on.
Let me ask you something. If I was sick and I had a friend I knew that liked me, I knew he liked me, and he would do anything I asked him to do, and I had him to bring me food and medicine and shit like that, and he was texting me and I was entertaining it, how would you feel?
I would come here and tell you that situation got to stop. I would accuse you of cheating. Feel what I'm saying? You got to look at what's there. I would say I don't like the situation because you do be naive to shit like that. You're naive now to shit like that. A nigga bona fide like you, and you be like, no, he just cool. He just want to know we work together. He want to be my friend. And you can see all the signs there. This nigga trying to holler at you. It's just that you done told the nigga you're married, and the nigga trying to find a way in without goddamn being disrespectful. You don't see it as that though. So what I would have said was, hey, what's up with that shit that's going on? Like I don't like how that's playing. Like all that goddamn bringing you some lunch and all that shit. I ain't with that. I ain't feeling that. But I wouldn't accuse you of cheating because that ain't what that was.
But that wasn't right though.
I didn't never say it was right. I would have said I would say I don't like what I see. I don't like what's going on. That gotta stop. But I wouldn't have called it cheating because that's not what it was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes, Travis.
I'm just saying.
Y'all see what I had to go through at the beginning of our relationship. Like he says he thought we weren't gonna make it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I honestly thought the same thing because I was like, man, like coming from a relationship I came from, I was like, I can't do it again. I think that shit would have sent me in depression if I would have had to go through that again.
Go through what again?
Like what I went through.
But why would you go through that again? I didn't, and that's the thing. I never gave you none of them signs.
I know, but I'm saying just if I had to go through it again.
But you should never even have to think like that, is what I'm saying. That means you brought too much baggage with you in the first place.
I'm saying now.
But what I'm saying is even now for you to even for you to be like, man, I was thinking if I got to go through that again, you should never come into your next relationship with that thought process. That you already coming in wrong.
But what I'm saying is I came in with insecurities. I did. I own up to that. But at the same time, I came in with a person that had a clean slate. When he started putting little shit on his slate.
That's bullshit.
That's what made me.
That's bullshit.
Really.
Hey.
Insecurities.
That's bullshit.
Turned really up.
Hey, that's bullshit. Your insecurities was already turned to the max from the beginning.
Yeah, and it went from the max to a million.
There is no fucking the max is the max. It was turned up from the beginning. It wasn't turned up from the beginning.
I'm not saying it wasn't.
So what I'm saying is you didn't come in with no cleans. I didn't come in with a clean slate. I came in with the same. You just like that nigga. So it's like and I'm gonna tell you why. I came in, and that's why I didn't think it was gonna work. I came in with the shit. I dealt with a fuck up. Shit, all niggas fucked up, and that's how a lot of women come in hurt they hurt and they still got their guard up. You can't come in no situation with your guard up. And not saying you gotta leave it down to be hurt, but the next person ain't got time to deal with your last person shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like at the end of the day, that shit almost make you want to be, because I'm telling you, see the thing about it is, and you don't even realize that I know this, and you went through a lot of snooping through my shit a lot of times, and a lot of times I knew it, and you didn't even think I knew it. I'm talking about through a lot of my stuff. So it's like, if a person is going to go through all your shit, you're going to get to a point where you don't really give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, and that's why I said, women now, even dudes, if you go through your woman stuff, like, own up to it when you don't find something. You know what I'm saying? Don't just goddamn go confronting their ass if you finally find something. That's lame as hell. If you going through that nigga shit and he faithful or whatever, and you ain't finding nothing, then admit that you got caught, that you fucked up. Admit that you know what, I was snooping through your stuff. I went through your phone. I ain't fine. You know. Praise the nigga for the goddamn not doing nothing wrong. Because you jumped down his throat when he wrong. Like if I was snooping through your phone, I ain't find that. I would tell you shit. I went through your phone. I ain't see nothing. Nah, but I ain't what your stupid ass get.
I vaguely remember you going through my phone.
And you vaguely remember me letting you know about it.
And I didn't even say anything.
Yeah, you vaguely remember me letting you know about it.
But I didn't say anything.
And I'm gonna tell
I got a text message.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even respond to the text message.
Mm-hmm.
And you went stupid from the text message.
Yeah, it don't matter about you responding. What the fuck they doing texting you? And I did that because I wanted you to see how it felt of so many times of just going through people's shit. I wanted you to see how it felt because it was a lot of times you done been through my shit and I ain't find nothing. So
and it was a lot of times that I went through your shit and found something and didn't say nothing.
And that'd be the point though. Like if you're gonna go through somebody's shit and don't say nothing, what's the meaning behind that? That's more dumb than saying. It's like why you gonna go through somebody's shit, find something, and then just got there sit on it for months? That makes no sense. Now you just working your own nerves, and that's why I say it. A lot of times, have you ever noticed that back then you would see me talking to like a female or just playing, flirting around with a female on Facebook or something, right? You won't say nothing. Then when it get time for you to goddamn get mad, I be like, yeah, I already knew you did that shit. Because such and such and such and such, I already knew. I already knew. I'm waiting on you to come to me.
But why was you doing that?
But why was you snooping?
Well, why was you doing that?
Why was you snooping? Because it was just entertainment. It was just entertainment. It wasn't nothing behind it. I wasn't going to see nobody. It was just entertainment.
I don't think Travis understood that then was a form of cheating. Like, even though you didn't meet up with nobody, you didn't have no kind of physical contact, but that still was a form of cheating.
I admitted that. I said at that time that was some harmless. It was harmless flirting. I said that. I admitted that.
harmless flirting for you. He had these women in their fucking feelings, like thinking it was really what he was saying. No, yes, you was.
These women full of shit too.
Right, you had women thinking that shit was true.
No, but
yes, you did.
You thought that because you thought that because what you was reading.
And they responses.
Can't be bull. People lying to each other. Come on now. Motherfuckers was lying to each other. People on Facebook be kicking and lying to each other and talking shit to each other, knowing damn well they ain't gonna never meet each other. You be in your feelings and think it was more than what it was. Stop looking at me like that.
Looking at you like what?
Like you looking.
But anyway, we overcame that. And it was trying times for us. Like everybody, like I said. No, it was trying times for both of us. Not just for me. Not just for me. It was trying times. Like you needed the devil rebuked up out of you. That's who it was. You needed something. I was almost tempted to go to the church and get the holy water.
Shut the hell up.
And what you went.
Hell on.
What if I would have did that?
You did what?
Would have came home some holy water and be like, I'm gonna do a prayer.
Nah, look.
It was like,
I thought you was doing some voodoo or something. I'd have got, man, you get the hell away from me, man.
Right. You serious?
I thought you were doing voodoo or something. You ain't come put no holy water on my head. Man, get your ass away from me with this voodoo shit.
Anyway, we had had trying times, y'all, at the beginning of our relationship, and it's so crazy that we can talk about this shit now. But Travis still beginning a little hit feelings when we talk about it.
No, we can talk about it then. Like I said, you didn't talk about situations then.
And I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those people at the beginning of our relationship. I never voiced what I was going through or how I felt. I always just kept it, to myself. And then when I got really pissed off, all of it exploded. So then it was like, now we arguing about a whole bunch of shit because I never said anything about anything.
Yeah.
But at least I can own up to my faults.
I've always owned up to my faults from day one.
Up here still, I ain't getting it. That was a form of cheating.
Bitch, I just admit that? What's wrong with you?
At first you was like, you were doing this too.
You were. See, you've always been the type of person, I never understood this. You've always been the type of person that you still do this too sometimes. You've always been the type of person that I always say, if it's something that you hate a person to do, then you should never do it yourself. So it could be something that you hate. But when you do it, it's fine. It's like this, for instance, if I don't like you to curse around me, I shouldn't be able to curse around you. So you could be like, you know what? I don't like when you curse around me. And then you could be like, man, fuck this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And they'd be like, hold on. If you don't like me to curse around you, why the fuck would you curse around me? You know what I'm saying?
Because you didn't say you didn't like it.
It ain't about that. I'm using that as an example.
I know. I'm using that as an example too.
I'm using an example.
So whatever I did, you didn't say you didn't like it.
I shouldn't have to tell you I don't like it. If it's something that you don't like or you despise, then you shouldn't do it either. You know what I'm saying? So the person shouldn't have to tell you they don't like that. Because you should lead by example. If you can't stand the person to do something like that, you shouldn't do it. Nobody shouldn't have to tell you this, so that you wait on somebody to tell you, I don't like when you do that.
No, babe, I don't do that no more.
Sometimes.
No, I don't.
Once in a while.
Don't get on this camera and do that.
Yeah, you flash back sometimes.
Don't do that.
You pretty much you good now, but you be sometimes.
No, not no times. Don't do that.
You good most of the time.
And another thing, like we done had some trying shit in our relationship. That stuff. And then Travis I recently just stopped doing this, but Travis used to have this thing where if I'm talking to my auntie or somebody, he calls me. They could be telling me something important, babe. So it wasn't that.
I don't give a fuck. Okay, peep this, y'all. Peep this now. In a relationship right now, I recently went slap off on the phone, and she was just listening. I went off. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, because that shit finally got on my nerves. It's a buildup of just shit over the years. Kiana, I'm your husband. I don't give a fuck who calling you. Kiana could be on the other line, right? She could be on her phone, talking to her aunt, right? I call her, right? I'm on my cell phone. I'm calling like 2-3 times. She might be at home or whatever, sitting on the couch, talking to her auntie on the phone. I'm out in the street somewhere, calling to ask her something or whatever. She don't click over. Because she feel like her aunt might hang up if she click over. I don't give a fuck if she do hang up. You better click over and see what I want. Before I call goddamn the phone company and cut this bitch off. Like, you better pick up my goddamn phone. You gonna be right in the middle of your conversation. That shit gonna go click. You know what the fuck happened to the phone? I've been had that bitch disconnected. You better answer the phone when I call you. I don't give a damn if your mom on the phone. You better say, hold on, let me see what my husband want. Because that's what I if my mama was on the phone, I'm gonna be like, hold on, let me see what Kiana want real quick. She did call me. Like, you'll be like, your best friend. You'll be on the phone with her or your auntie. And I know how you and your auntie, that's your aunt. Your aunt was like a mother to you. She'd be like, yeah, I was talking to my aunt when you called. I don't give a shit who you talking to. You better click over when I call you. Because it don't take but 5 seconds to click over and see what I want. ignoring my phone call to keep talking to her about some bullshit, because she probably telling you some bullshit. So to keep listening to some bullshit telling you, and you don't know what I want, like, that's disrespectful. That's disrespectful to the man or the woman who you sleep with. That's disrespectful. To your husband and wife, that's disrespectful. You better click over and see what I want. You don't know what it is. I could have been in a car accident, anything. Click over and see what I want. And then she just got to understand that and be like, okay, yeah, I get it. But at first, that shit was disrespectful as hell. I'm sitting there calling you 2-3 times. Then you finally call me back. Yeah, I was on the phone with my aunt. Like I'm just some nobody ass nigga that's trying to reach you. You better click the fuck over.
Calm down.
No, you click over.
Calm down. And I do now.
Be answer my goddamn call. I'm telling you, if you didn't answer my call the next time, I won't hang up from calling you and call the goddamn phone company and be like, disconnect this line right now.
And we would have goddamn been fighting.
We would have been nothing.
Yeah.
Your ass just would have been talking on the phone.
Yes, we would.
Yeah, in the middle of your conversation, that shit would have went dead.
And I would have picked up that house phone
I'd
and
like,
called you
like,
and be like, why is my cell phone off?
And you know what I would have did? When you called me then, I wouldn't answer. Just to get your ass back, I wouldn't answer. You gonna learn today.
Hey, you done did me like that before.
No, I haven't.
But I'll be calling you sometimes 3-4 times in a row.
And that's because,
and because what you be having, kidney failure, that scares me when I can't get you on the phone.
But you know what, I was bad with that because my ringer would be off. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell my ringer be off a lot. Cause then I be playing my little spade game or something. I don't be like that shit to be so loud while I'm watching TV or playing Space on. Cause that shit be that. So I cut the volume down all the way on mute. And then I forget to cut my volume back up. So people be calling me and shit, you know what I'm saying? And I look up, I have 3-4 missed calls. Like, the hell? You know what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of times I miss your call. I used to miss your call. I had to get better with that by keep cutting my ringer back on.
I had to keep on fussing at you about this shit.
Yeah, but it wasn't that I was just ignoring your call. You would ignore my damn call.
Right, but I call you right back. I wasn't blatantly annoying you.
The point
I get it now.
It is blatantly ignoring me though. The point is you put somebody over me.
Right. I took that.
Who does that?
You right.
So it's like you put somebody over your husband. Who does that? If your husband is calling you, you tell that person, it ain't like you hanging up on them. Tell that person, hold on for a minute. Let me see what he want. I don't know what you want. I mean, you don't know what I want. You know what I'm saying? I could have been there like you said. And being that I have kidney failure, you don't know what it is. I could be goddamn passed out somewhere. That could be somebody else using my phone to call you. You don't know. What you hearing on the phone ain't that damn interesting. Next. You brought that up, I didn't.
Y'all, it's crazy that y'all, this is how we is every day, like real deal. Like we have conversations and then be laughing about shit. Or, as you can see, Travis got a little serious at the beginning of this. Like how you was talking.
No, because you went to looking at me with that weird look like I'm lying or something.
I didn't look at you with no weird look. I just looked at you like...
No, you always do. You always do.
No, I wasn't looking at you like you was lying.
Yes,
no, I wasn't.
Yes, you do.
I was looking at you like... This is what it was.
Whatever.
This is what it was.
Whatever.
Let's not sugarcoat it.
Whatever.
This is what it was.
Whatever.
Then you gonna try to tell me why I was doing certain things. You wasn't me.
I still know why you was doing certain things. Wrap this up.
Anyway, y'all, this was the story time about... Well, we didn't even get into the story time. We just talked about...
That was the story time.
Okay, well,
we got into it.
That's the reason why I thought Travis was cheating.
Yeah.
And come to find out, I've been thinking all these years that he cheated.
And she just recently...
And I was just like, I'm going to accept it and move on from it.
I'm like, accept what? And then I said, y'all, she keeps saying it was a build-up from all that, but she named that one instance where she really thought I cheated. that one time. And it was like, no, I didn't. And it was like I said, you felt because you saw some text messages of her bringing me some food and some stuff like that. You really took that shit and ran with it and be like, oh yeah, you fucked that girl. It's like, no, I didn't. Where did you get proof of that? Where did that say that at? Nothing said that. You know what I'm saying? So you took that and ran with it.
All I know, if I would have pulled up to that studio and this girl would have been getting out her little car, she probably would have got slapped.
For what?
And I would have came in with the chicken noodle soup, because that's what she brought them. Some damn chicken noodle soup and poured that shit all over Travis.
What?
That's what I would have did.
What?
As soon as I would have pulled up and seen this girl getting out with her little stuff and going, I would have been like, slap that shit out of her hand.
What? Anyway, man.
And be like, get the fuck back in your car and keep it moving. And then I would have came in there with the chicken noodle soup and poured it all over his ass.
So you came in there like you was bringing it to me?
Mm-hmm. I'm like, babe, oh, you sick, babe. I didn't know I brought you some stuff. And as soon as you were like, well, thank you, babe. Throw that shit on you. And then would have walked out. Then you would have been looking like, what the fuck?
Shut the hell up, man.
What you mean?
Shut up, man. Anyway, y'all.
What you mean, shut up?
What the hell? Like,
What you mean, babe?
that was just, it was a friend trying to make sure I was better. Did she like me? Yes. But did I take it there with her? No. But anyway, I get your point. Let's close out.
So, this should be a lesson, ladies and gents, to communicate. Because communication is the key to a relationship. If not, you're going to be holding stuff for years, and then when it comes out, then both of y'all going to be like, what? So, we both learned our lesson.
No, you
Didn't we? We both learned our lesson. Babe, we both learned our lesson.
We learned our lesson.
We learned our lesson. But anyway.
Okay. I said we both learned our lesson.
No, you said me.
Hey, we both learned our lesson. What? I said we both learned our lesson.
I seen you moving your lips.
No, you didn't.
I seen your lips
I just
moving.
didn't know I did like this. We both learned our lesson. We both learned it.
And I see your lips moving now.
Man, you didn't see that.
Yes, I can. I see it right here.
Okay, we both learned our lesson.
Alright, y'all. Make sure you... Man, I see you. I got good vision right there.
Go ahead, man.
Make sure y'all like, y'all comment, and y'all share this video. If y'all want to see some more story time, so let's know what y'all want to see in the comment section below. Because if we done did a story time on something already.
Oh, I know. You can do that story time or goddamn when you went to fuck your goddamn cousin or girl or girlfriend at your goddamn grandmama's house. You can do that story time again.
If we have did a story time already, then we're not gonna repeat it, y'all. That it'll be awkward to try to.
It almost feel like you're lying now if you recreate some shit that you already told. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now you try to figure out what you said. Like, nah, it ain't cool.
But anyway, we're gonna get on up out of here. With that being said, we'll catch y'all on the next
video.
What's your part?
I said video.
And then you gonna say peace.
You say peace. I don't say no damn peace.
I
never say no fucking peace. I say video. You want to rewind videos? You say peace. I never say no damn peace.
Husbands, y'all. Maybe we can do a video on relationship talk. Husbands not leaving they trash everywhere.
I don't live in nowhere.
For wives to clean it up.
Let's do a video on that's their jobs. That's wives' jobs to pick up after their husbands.
Whatever.